Welcome back to the channel. So tonight we're making a special dish, a request for savory beef stroganoff. So let's start off by getting all the seasonings ready. We're going to use half a teaspoon of kosher salt along with 1/4 teaspoon of sage. So let's add 1/4 teaspoon of tarragon. And then last but not least, we're going to have 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So just set this aside for now and we'll use this later on in the recipe. We're going to mince 1 garlic clove, really nice and fine. And when you're done with that, just go ahead and set it aside for now. We'll use that later. Let's take about a ½ pound of brown mushrooms and cut them real thick. There you go, see? We're just going to throw that in a bowl and set that aside for now. Let's take 1/2 onion and give it a small dice, just like I showed you before. Real fast and simple there. Just going to put that in a bowl and set that aside for now. Okay, so let's make 1 cup of beef broth. Either use bouillon or the base that I use. And then we're going to pour 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Also, we're going to take 1/2 cup of sour cream. To make the steaks easier to cut, I go ahead and chill it in the freezer for about 20 minutes. It makes slicing it really easy. If you want your beef stroganoff to really stand out and be tasty, use a really good cut of meat, not something cheap. I'm using top sirloin. Okay, so let's heat up 2 tablespoons of olive oil on medium to high heat. Quick 30-second sear on both sides of the meat. We're not looking to cook it all the way through, just give it a quick browning. As you can see there, it's got a nice brown. I'm going to flip it and pull it out and set it aside and keep going for the rest of the meat. Once I'm done, I'm just going to cover it to keep it warm. Okay, so in the pan now, let's melt 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to use the butter to saute the onions for about 2 minutes. They'll turn nice and brown. Let's add the mushrooms and the garlic. We're going to keep stirring it every so often until the mushrooms are nicely browned. Should take about 3 minutes. Once we've gotten to that point, let's just go ahead and stir in 2 tablespoons of flour and stir that in really well. Coat everything. Once you got that done, stir in that cup of beef broth and scrape the bottom to get all the nice tasty bits off the bottom. So about a minute later, once we got it all mixed, we're going to lower the heat to low, and at that point we're going to add the heavy cream and also 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And follow up with 1 tablespoon of DIJON mustard. Stir that in nicely. Okay, it's time to add in those spices. After we do that, we'll go ahead and give it a quick mix. Take some of the sauce and add it to the sour cream and stir it. This will help warm up the sour cream to keep it from curdling. So let's return the meat and the juices and stir well. Keeping the heat on low. We don't want to boil this. So I'm going to start off by plating with some egg noodles, nice and buttery. And then I'm going to top it off with a good portion of the stroganoff. 2 to 3 scoopfuls should do per person. I like to garnish mine with some green onions or chives. Doesn't that look great? Alright, so let's dig in. Until the next time, I'll see you in the kitchen.